Rift is an adult podcast. It has violence and bad language and bad jokes and just all around weird stuff. Content warnings can be found in the episode description. Why, hello there, my fellow nerds. How are you doing today? I'm doing great. We've got another episode coming your way just in a few minutes. But before I get to that, there's an announcement I'd like to make. Fighter Guy Studios has a TTRPG that is very cool. It is called Brains and Brawn. And it is very simple. That's why it's called a super simple RPG. So all you got to do is roll a d10. That's it. Super simple to make a character. And he is having a Discord con in October, on October 15th. So what you want to do, you want to head over to fighterguystudios.com and sign up as a player, because I'm going to be hosting the game and a bunch of other cool people are going to be hosting games. We have 4-hour slots and it's going to be going on all weekend. So check it out. Go onto the site, check out Brains and Brawn. There are tons of expansions and he keeps coming out with them. There's one for cowboys. There's one for cavemen. There's one for superheroes. There's one for horror, for your horror enthusiasts out there. There's even a new one, a ghost hunter. Come on, man, just check it out. Okay, last time the group found the source. They went into a chamber. This chamber is full of creepies that they're gonna have to fight. But don't worry, they made a new friend that might help them out. We'll see. Let's find out who's gonna die this time. And you know what? You're gonna find out right now. Okay, last time you guys were making your way through this cave, and Prince Kind, he got kidnapped by a giant spider while he was being drugged all over the freaking place. The other two, Kai and Archie, you went searching, you went looking around. You found something that was strange, a bunch of footprints. You followed them to this side cave where there was these stacked up stones. You heard some muffled cries for help, basically, some whimpering. And you went in there and you found lots of blood. You found a dead mimic and another slightly smaller, not too small, mimic tied up with chains and rope in the corner. And you can surmise that somebody was in there, killed the mimic, and then tied up the other one. And then you let that one free. It did not attack you. And then you went on to look for Prince Kind. You ended up finding a couple of dead bodies. One of them died from a mimic bite, you can tell, on the leg, and another one was ripped to shreds by something. And then you found Prince Kind, and that spider wished that it never grabbed Prince Kind because it turned into a barbecue. And then you continued on the cave, and now you're at the end of the cave. You go into a room. You see what you can surmise is the location of this sweet water, this thing that's causing everybody to get sick. And Kai has been smelling this on the people that ate the pastries and even on a spider's saliva. And in this room, Archie was able to see everything. On the bottom left corner, there's a couple of creatures behind some stone. In the center, on the other side of this fountain that's glowing with purple energy, is a giant rat holding a sword. And then in the corner to your left is a giant spider in the corner just ready to pounce on you. And Kai, you notice in the bottom left, those two creatures behind the stone. And Prince Kind, you notice the giant rat. Okay, now all of you hear something from behind you outside of this chamber. It is a screeching sound, and it sounds like something's in distress. And the only thing that was there with you was your friend, your mimic friend, Trunk. And that's all you hear. You hear it for about 10 seconds, and then it goes quiet. Right. What do you do? Oh, before we get going, Kind, you were not here for this. You each have 1 plot point. So basically, you can change a little something in the story as long as it's not game breaking. Use your plot point to kind of put a twist on things. So you each have 1 of those, and no one's used one yet.
So we're not engaged in combat yet.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Did we roll for initiative?
Not yet. I'm going to let you guys do perspective checks, investigation, anything you want before we get into initiative. But you are in this chamber, and these things are going to attack you.
And okay, so Trunk was behind us, but he's not with us.
Yes.
He's still in that hallway.
Yeah, right behind the chamber. All you heard was some screeching and something in distress.
Yeah, right.
All right, so you guys could do something to get prepared. I really like, before battle, you guys aren't getting ambushed, so you were prepared. You know that something's going to go down in here. So I'll give you guys one round to do what you want. And like always, a perception check is free.
I'd like to talk to the group and see how many mushrooms do we gather?
I think it's 1 each.
1 each. Okay.
This is
One person has 2 of them. I think Kaibon has 2 of them.
Kaibon has 2. Okay, and I believe
Yes. You have 1 and I have 1.
yes, I do have 2.
Okay, and I'm also going to tell you that last session, there was a battle where, oh yes, you were fed the mushroom. So an item interaction, I'm ruling that as a bonus action. So you can actually do that during battle if you want as a bonus action.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Well, then maybe I should wait then, just in case.
That is up to you.
Yeah, because it's only 3 hit points. I'll wait.
Archie, what would you like to do?
I would like to run to the side of the cave, kind of over here in the corner, and I would like to hide. I would like to, with my bow popped out, so I would like to kind of get as close to the wall as possible and slink down and just get into a nice defensive position with my bow ready. And let's see. Yeah, I'll go ahead and make a perception check just to see. I want to see if it looks like the creatures are moving towards us or if they are staying put, like they're trying to, guard something. I guess especially the ones near the barrel.
Yeah, roll me a perception.
Oh, yeah.
Perception, that is an 8.
8. Well, you notice that across from you, straight down, you can actually see one creature. It is a kobold. You have seen that before. A demon-like creature. And it is definitely cautiously moving its way towards you guys because it saw you guys come in. And from before, you knew there was another creature. So it's probably the same because they like to run in packs.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll just go ahead and can I use the hide action? Is that all right?
Yep, that's good.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah.
Did me right. That's holy crap. That's a 25.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Meaty.
All right. So the way I imagine this, you come in, you look around, you see all these creatures, and your instincts take over. You run to your right, over to the corner, and you dive into some spider webs that are in the corner. And you perfectly hide yourself, getting your bow ready, one of your feet at the bottom of the bow. You just have this arrow ready to go.
Sweet.
Okay. Kai, what would you like to do?
Are these right here? This thing. Is this like a raised?
Yes, it is rubble.
How about high? How high is it?
Probably only about 3 feet.
Okay, so not 2. I'll actually I'll climb onto it just to get like a more elevated position to have me stand out more visually, so they can focus on me.
Damn. All right.
Trying to think how I want to do this. I'll use my action to dodge, just sort of bringing my shield up, or keeping my shield somewhat low, but still prepared.
Okay, so when you're attacked, you were going to use this opportunity to dodge the first attack.
Dodge gives all attacks against me disadvantage.
Okay. Okay, so now does that go away once you're hit?
No, that remains until my next turn.
It also gives me advantage on dex saves as well.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
What the
That's why I like having you guys here. You guys are like encyclopedias of D&D.
Gotta love it.
All right, Prince Kind, what are you going to do?
I will look around and I'm about to ask Archie something, but I do not see him anywhere. And it's like he turned invisible. So I'm going to walk over to Kai slightly, and I'm going to cast guidance and say, hey, be careful. And I want to make a perception check to see all these creatures seem to be spread out in different areas. And I would like to know if, are they allies or is it like, you know what I mean? Like he's in this area. He's in this area. Like, are they, well, obviously these people might be, these two might be allies, but is he by himself? So I would like to know where the patches on the ground, if any, where his spider webs would be placed. Because I know Archie, you said he's got some spider webs over here. I'd like to see where the spider webs are spread out to see if this is like his area by himself and they're just kind of here, or if like, you know, maybe I'm thinking in my mind, maybe kite them to probably try to attack each other or avoid spider webs.
The thing
or get them trapped.
they're covered in that shadow stuff, so I think they're all
they're all covered in the shadow stuff, which you have seen on all the creatures that you have fought so far. The rats, the spiders.
Okay, well, I still like to excuse me, I still like to make a perception check to see where the patches of spider webs are.
Go ahead and roll it.
And I got a 7. Oh goodness.
Okay, so with the 7, you do notice the webs over by the spider for sure, and then behind you to the right is a big old mess of webs, and then a little bit ahead of you to your right, there is some webs on the side of the cave as well. But other than that, it's kind of dark, so you can't really see much more.
Well, yeah, I guess that would end my turn. I'll just tell Kai to be careful and I cast guidance.
Right. Okay, so before we roll initiative, everybody, you all hear something rolling behind you. And then what comes into this room is a pretty good sized stone. And then it just stops behind you, Prince Kind.
Oh boy. But I'm facing this direction, so I probably wouldn't see it.
You noticed it coming in, you heard it. I'll say because you're the closest one, Kind, when you look back, you notice that this stone opens its mouth to a big smile, just filled with teeth.
Oh.
Its trunk.
Oh.
What?
Oh, good, yes. What a relief. Oh, you scared me there, little buddy.
All right, let's roll some initiative, everybody.
I got a 15.
Oh, that'll do. I got a 15 as well.
Nice.
Okay.
So do I re-roll again, or?
No, I'll get to that here in a second. Archie?
Yeah, I rolled a natural 1.
Oh.
That's okay.
I don't think
you're hidden.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't think I'm using that die anymore. I rolled a 3 and a 1 so far. I think it's going in the graveyard for this
Throw it
session.
out.
Okay, so the way I'm going to do this is whoever has the highest strength score gets to go first.
I'm pretty sure that's Kai.
And that is definitely going to be
Yes.
Kai.
Oh, you go by strength score, not dex? Nice.
Yeah, I'm usually used to dex. I usually go dex modifier, and then if that's the same, dex score.
Oh, I'm totally going to switch it up every time.
Yeah, no, good.
I don't want it to be.
Hell yeah.
I don't want it to be one thing
I
every
like
time because
that.
that'll
Dude,
give
that's
other
amazing.
people the
I
advantage.
love it.
Yeah.
I have a -1 strength.
That's okay. I'm the meat popsicle, so.
Yeah, and if you notice what kind of person I am, I'm definitely starting from the D&D Beyond thing. So it's going to be strength, dexterity, con, intelligence, wisdom, charisma.
Hey, I feel it.
Perfect.
Important question. Modifiers top or bottom?
Mine are modifiers
Bottom.
top.
I'm a modifier bottom boy. Bottom boys unite. Wait a minute, hold on a second.
I like the score in the bottom.
Excuse me?
The score is framed, and on the top you can press for dice rolls because it's bigger.
You can do the same thing the other direction.
That's true.
You can click
Preferences,
anywhere
man.
on it and it'll do it.
Oh, really? Oh yeah, that's true.
All right. All right, so let's roll for our guys here. Ouch, Archie. Yeesh.
What do you mean? Oh, the natural 1. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's rather unfortunate. I'm just last no matter what.
You got a good dex though.
I got good dex, and somebody gets but if it's by strength this turn, then
Oh,
then
if we're using strength by initiative, I have a 16.
Yeah, I have an 11. So
Right. Let's do this, gentlemen. Okay. So first up is going to be Kobold B.
Yeah.
So number 2.
number 2.
Kobold.
All right. Let's
Wonderful.
see what that
I-
bad boy's gonna do.
That's not even hyperbole or sarcasm. I genuinely love kobolds.
All right. So, all right. They saw you come in. This guy's gonna move up a little bit, He's gonna move right over here, basically right behind the fountain.
Yeah, so quick question, how far does the fountain go out, by the way? Is it just this central piece? Or is it like...
Yeah, just the fountain is the central piece, so it's about 5 to 8 feet.
That's so bad.
All right, and just like the rubble is about 4 feet high around this fountain. So this kobold is going to see you, Kai, putting yourself right out there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And he's going to take his sling out, try to hit you with a rock. 13.
That's not gonna hit.
Right, so he tries to whiff this at you, and it just goes right by your head. He failed. All right, so that is his turn. Next up is going to be kobold number 2, or kobold number 1. And he's going to do the same thing, just over from the side here. Move up a little bit, hiding behind the rubble, in front of him a little bit, and then do a ranged attack at you with his sling. 7.
Nope.
All right, so that is their turn. Kai, you're up. You just got some rocks flung at you, and they didn't even come close.
Looking at the fountain, is it like a proper like geyser style thing where it comes up in sort of a pressure and then comes back down into a form of pool, or?
Yes, but the pressure doesn't seem to be too much. It's more like a small dome of water in the middle that's being pushed up, and it is glowing with a purplish dark light. But it's not like a geyser coming up several feet. It's more like only protruding about 5 to 6 inches, but you can see the bulge of the water.
I'm over here mumbling to myself, and my fucking mic can't pick it up. I will.
And I want to actually do something.
Yes.
Before you tell me what you're going to do, roll me a perception.
Not terrible. 12 total.
Okay. So with a 12, you can tell that by the way that kobold moved and was kind of getting into place, that doesn't look very strong.
The kobold doesn't look strong?
This is just for Kai.
Oh.
So what I want to do with these kind of things, I want you guys to, I'm going to give you guys free perception rolls, on your turn to kind of hash out the abilities of your enemies to help you out.
And I'm going to leave that to too worried about them. So I'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35. And I'm going to use my bonus action to rage.
Ooh.
Okay.
And I'm going to use I'm going to hold my action to attack the first creature that comes, the first enemy that comes within 5 feet.
Okay, got it. And describe to me how your rage looks again.
I do want to go back because I previously said it was just like a tightening of muscle. The rage for Kai, because I haven't hit level 3 yet, changes once that happens. But for now, best way I can describe it is it looks like it's like a battle stance, like sort of a low crouch, weapon held out to the side, shield up, and when they move during this sort of battle trance, it's a lot of very swift, fluid motions. It's not brutal by any means. It's actually kind of lithe and a little bit kind of like a dancer, but brutal and bloody and awful.
Nice.
So like,
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
yeah. So when like an attack will, I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. When an attack would hit me that would have that, it's not me like powering through it, though Kai can do that. It's like the blow is like a glancing blow. Like they'll dodge out of the way to like reduce how much of it impacts them.
I like that. Okay. Now you are raged. What do you do? Oh yeah, you're just getting ready.
Yeah, I
Got it.
rage and I hold my action to attack the first enemy creature that moves within 5 feet of me.
Okay, perfect. So that giant spider actually did see you coming, and he is going to move up on the ceiling above you, and the ceiling is about 5 feet. Or no, 10 feet, sorry.
Okay.
10 feet. And then he's going to drop down on you, so you will get an opportunity attack before he attacks.
Oh,
is
right.
that correct?
Yes, because it triggers upon entering. So
Yes.
Okay, that could have been worse. 14 to hit.
Okay, 14 to hit. That just hits.
Oh, nice. Okay.
All right, roll some damage.
That is going to be 8 total points of damage.
Okay. You swing this war pick up, and a bunch of that green pus comes out of it, and this thing's looking pretty bad. It is still coming at you.
Mhm.
So it is going to try to attack you.
That's fine.
And it is going to bite at you. And with that war pick hit, it is falling down, but it catches its web and falls down onto its back. Because it got a natural 1 on its attack.
Yes! Yes!
So now it is on its back, right in front of you, and it looks pretty bad. Okay, next up, Prince Kind.
Yeah, so I'd like to run over right here to be behind Kai and kind of, well, I guess more so like in this corner area. And I'd like to cast light around this area. So all this whole, like, I want this whole like rim, the whole rim of like this to be like the whole circle around this area to be lit up to try to keep the kobolds at least around from, you know, coming into this area. Since the room is so dark, I want this whole like area to just be lit up so it will at least keep them at bay for a little bit, at least for one turn.
Okay. All right. So the range is about 20 feet on the light spell then.
Yeah. So like this
All right.
this whole like circle, this whole circle should be lit up.
All right. So you run up past the rubble that you were behind Kai at, and then go behind Kai, but right in front of the fountain.
Yeah.
On the other side of where one of the kobolds and the giant rat is. And you cast light on the ring around the entire fountain. So everything lights up. And now you can definitely see that kobold and the rat exactly where they are. And then to your left, you can see Kai has damaged the giant spider. And that thing is looking pretty bad.
And Kai is facing in that direction, so it shouldn't blind him. And I'm gonna yell out before I cast it to Archie. I don't know where Archie is, but just to shield his eyes so it doesn't blind him. And that's when I cast it.
Okay. Right. So next up, all right, you just see a boulder or a stone come rolling up
Yes.
and just stop.
Drunk.
I love it so
Okay.
much. Oh my god.
Next up is the giant rat. It perceives Kai as a real big threat. It's going to go after Kai, man. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. So it runs up to you, Kai, and it's going to bite at you.
Wait,
If I can use another dice and do a little bit better. Okay. 21.
that does hit, yes.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Kai, how much damage did you do to the spider?
I did 8, yeah.
8 points. Okay. Damn. Nice.
Okay, so that does... I'm going to say that... Oh, man. I want to do this. Okay, so that rat runs up to you, and it has a sword strapped to its body. And it's just trying to ram you with the sword. You don't know how it got strapped to its body.
What kind of
So
sword?
you take 4 piercing damage.
What kind of sword?
A big, great sword.
It's a giant rat. It's a Zweihander.
It's time!
He's got a
All right,
big Zweihander on his back.
Is the damage halved yet? So would that be...
No,
okay,
not yet. So
that'll
2.
be 2 damage.
All right. Next up is going to be Mr. Archie.
Oh yeah. So as soon as I see Prince Kind throw the ring of light up, I just mutter to my. I think Trunk might be able to hear it, but it's just like these damn kids. They just live in the dark for a little bit and light all over the place. Messing with my mojo. Okay. And I'll step a little harder on the bottom of my bow, and I'll pull back, and the bones that usually snap out just bend back with the bow, and I'll let off an arrow towards. Oh, that's not the one. Towards this guy.
Okay, so Kobold in front of you.
Kobold in front. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So at advantage because I'm hitting. And oh yeah, that definitely hits. 22 to hit.
Oh, that hits. Roll some damage.
Okay, 9 damage.
Okay, so you let this thing loose, and that arrow goes straight for the kobold and hits him right on the upper shoulder, right between his shoulder blade, and that thing looks pretty hurt. Very, very hurt.
All right, and I am not going to move. It's gonna stay right here.
Okay. Okay, so next up is going to be the kobold that you just hit. Is going to see where that actually, let's Not gonna see where that arrow came from.
I think he automatically sees usually,
Okay.
but it's up to you.
Well, I wanted to make it fair, so I rolled a perception on him, and he rolled a 3.
Okay.
So,
So you can tell like
Yeah.
the general direction, but not exactly where.
yeah.
The fucking
So he-
the boulder shot an arrow.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go up towards this boulder and be like, "What the heck are you doing?"
The air spit out of its mouth.
And then he's going to see Prince Kind because everything's lit up, even Prince Kind. And he's going to throw his sling at him, throw a little rock at him. So let's see. That is a 14 to hit Prince Kind.
Nope. 15.
That does not hit. So he is really bad with this sling. So that's going to be his turn. Next up is going to be Kobold number 2. And he's going to start to make his way over more towards Kai because he sees that's where all the action is. All right. So he's going to grab his sling, go for Kai. 13 to hit.
It does not hit. Things off my shield.
Okay, I might go get some new dice here in a second. Okay, so he misses you yet again. Okay, Kai, you are up.
All right.
And I want to remind you guys that you have a free perception check each turn.
What is the greatsword being held on by?
It is strapped to the body with a couple leather straps.
Is it on the top or the bottom?
It is to the right of its head, above it.
Okay. I would like to step around the rat, grab the hilt of the greatsword, shedding my shield as I do, dropping my weapon, and using the greatsword, I want to just cleave this spider in half, like with a big sweeping upswing.
How do you want to do this? Do you want to do this with your movement, or do you want to do this with strength?
Strength.
It sounds like a strength thing.
Okay, so go ahead and just roll me a strength check then.
All right, first roll, advantage because I'm raging. And it's just a flat strength, you said, not athletics.
Flat strength.
So that'll be a 16 total.
Okay, 16 total. Don't forget you have guidance.
Oh, that's right. Adding my D4. That's a total of 18.
Nice.
Okay. Oh yeah, you definitely do that. So you make your way around this rat. It bites at you, and then you twist out of the way. You spin around, and then you're probably 2 feet above the ground, your torso, because you are bent down and your knees are bent. And then you jump up, you grab this greatsword, you pull it back off of this rat, and then roll me a attack on the spider.
Right. Yep. That is a total of 21.
Yeah, that hits.
2d6
Roll me some damage.
2d6 for the great sword.
2 fucking ones.
Oh.
So that's a total of 7.
Okay, so how do you end this thing's life?
Yeah, so just that leap, the landing, pulling the greatsword off the back, and just like dragging the tip of the blade across the ground and sweeping upwards to just cut it like in half along its side before like setting it on my shoulder, crouching a little bit and turning to face the kobold and the giant rat.
That's a pretty sweet move, man.
Now my armor class is dropped, but
Okay, so giant wolf spider is gone. Prince Kind, you are up.
All right. The spider's dead,
Spider is dead.
and the rat is still here though.
Yeah, the rat is still there. It is facing away from Kai, but it is definitely going to turn around here in a minute.
You already know what he's gonna do, don't you?
Okay. I'd like to. There's actually 2 things I want to do. For the perception for this turn, can I see, since they're near the goop, do they interact? I mean, does it like being near this pond? Does it affect them in any kind of way? Like being near it?
Okay, roll me a perception on that.
I got a good lord 7 again. Oh my god.
Yeah, from what you can tell, that fountain doesn't really seem to be affecting them.
Okay. So I'd like to move right here and I would like to absorb all the light that I just cast on this area, this entire area. And I'd like to say, Maker's Light, hear my call, strike them down and burn them all. And I'd like to cast Word of Radiance, because they should be in range, these two. Oh, well, I want to move. I have to be closer.
Okay, so you're gonna get basically right
within
up
5
to him.
feet, right? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All that, yeah. I would like to absorb all the light that I used and basically use it as an attack.
Nice.
Okay.
Word of Radiance, so...
Okay, so Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what happens here. Let's start with the kobold. Okay, so that's a 1 for the kobold. He fails. Then the giant rat. That's a 5. He fails. All right, so that is, let's see, 1d6.
Sweet D6.
Radiant damage.
I got a 3.
Okay, so they both take 3 radiant damage. All right.
Man, I was hoping that'd be stronger.
Hey, for level 1, that's not bad.
Not terrible.
Not bad.
3 points is like usually somewhere around like a quarter of somebody's total health. Well, sometimes a third.
Well, at least I hit them both.
Okay, so you run up to your left. You jump on top of this rubble. You see Kai has just killed that spider. The rat's starting to turn around, and this kobold looks at you. You put your hand down. All the light that you projected around this ring around the fountain just absorbs into you, and it goes into your hand, and you can see the light go up your arms and then into your chest and then up your throat, and then just a light comes out with the words Maker's Light, and these two take this damage from this light, this power within you, and they are definitely feeling it.
Excellent.
Okay, next up. All right, so Trunk sees the kobold try to throw a stone at Prince Kind, and then he rolls over as quickly as he can and bites at this kobold. All right, and he's not used to this form, so he does not hit. He bites at him, and it just misses.
It's okay. We
And
still love you.
Trunk looks a little embarrassed, but now the kobold knows what he is.
It's all right, Trunk. We're still proud of you.
All right, next up is going to be Mr. Giant Rat. He's going to turn over to Kai. Yep, he's going to bite at you now because he has no frickin' sword left.
It's mine
Okay,
now.
14 to hit. I can't believe I gave you a great sword.
14
Crap.
You fool! You gave me a great sword session 3 level 1. You fool! And you do not hit AC 15.
All right, he doesn't know what to do without his sword. He just he can't attack right now. So he's going to bite you, and he's looking up, and his sword's nowhere to be found. So he is going to, let's see. All right, so to hit the spider, are you still within 5 feet of him?
Yes.
Okay. He's just going to turn around and get ready for the next one, man. Archie, you are up.
All right. I would like to make a perception check. When Prince Kind, when he made his radiant attack, did I notice if they seem to recoil a bit more than our physical blows?
Yes. Yes, you did.
Okay,
That's easy. I'm not even going to let you roll for that.
cool. Which one looks the most hurt? Do I have to make a perception check for that?
Yeah, roll me a perception check for that.
That's right. All right, I'm going with a different die on this one. All right. Come on, Pike, don't fail me now. Oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. That's a 14.
Okay, so with the 14, you can't see the farthest kobold that's near Kind and Kai. You can't see him too well, but based on movement, you would guess that the one closest to you is more hurt.
Okay. Can I? Yeah, looks like they're taking care of the rat. Okay. Well, I'm hoping that Trunk can redeem himself, so I'm gonna give him a chance. So I will go ahead and I will take a couple steps out. Just pop out here and take aim. Fire at this fucker here.
Okay, at the second kobold closest to Prince Kind and Kai.
That's
Got
the
it.
second kobold. Alright, come on, don't fail me. Alright, that wasn't too bad. That was 15.
Okay, that hits. Roll some damage.
And I'm going to use my favorite foe feature.
Oh.
because this kobold's pissing me off. And all right, so we'll go with another one of these puppies. Where? Oh, it's in my hand. And this will die. All right. Oh yeah, I got almost max damage. That was amazing. All right.
Yes.
That was an 8 on the die for the longbow. So that's a 12 plus 3. That's 15 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
I'm going for a headshot.
You let that arrow fly, and that thing goes perfectly into its left eye, and it falls dead.
Teach you to mess with us.
Yeah.
Okay, Archie, you revealed yourself.
Yeah, it surprised me. I just seen an arrow come out of nowhere.
The moment you reveal yourself, another spider jumps out.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh god, there it goes.
my God.
Another spider jumps out from this corner
Yeah.
and
And
from behind you.
Jesus. I was gonna say, that one looks bigger.
Okay. And Prince Kind, since you're actually, because you're so close to that kobold, you see that the shafts of the arrow, as it sinks into the kobold's eye, the shaft is light colored. It's almost white. It's like this kind of ice blue, like kind of blue gray color. But yeah, you notice that it is a surprisingly light arrow.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Well. So I will turn around to see Archie in that moment.
I still have my foot on my
Okay.
bow. I just give him a little wave.
Oh, thank you.
All right, next up is going to be the last remaining kobold. Now he's going to attack Trunk. All right. Going to stab at him with his dagger. Try to go for the mouth. That hits.
Oh no.
Just hits.
If you hurt my baby boy, I will come for you.
Oh, help me, God.
So help me, gods.
Going to take 6 piercing damage.
That's
Sure, we're all
some
good.
piercing damage.
Yeah. Oof. Yikes.
Yep. He takes 6 piercing damage, and Trunk looks up at him and just opens his mouth into a big old smile.
Oh, that's chilly.
All right, so next up is going to be Kai.
I is going to give like a look towards Prince Kind, and just sort of look to the 2 enemies nearby and just say, "Can you handle them?"
Yeah. Okay. Which one do you want to take first?
I nod behind him towards the giant spider.
Got it. Okay.
Essentially, Kai is asking if you can handle these 2.
Yeah. I got you.
2?
The kobold is dead. It's just the
Oh.
rat.
Yeah, I think this guy did.
Archie shot an arrow
Yeah,
into his
he's
brain.
headshot. It was
30,
rap.
35. The rat does get an attack of opportunity on me.
All right, so come on. Roll. 17 to hit.
That does hit.
Yep, that's going to be 6 piercing damage. So 3.
Right. As I'm running, I'm going to use my bonus action to pop one of those healing mushrooms in.
Okay, roll a d4.
I only fucking heal 1.
Gotta love dice.
Alright, it soaks some of the damage. And I'm going to make a greatsword attack against this giant spider.
Totally regret the great sword. Go ahead and roll it.
Yes. Yes.
Took about 30
20 to
seconds
hit?
to regret his choice.
Oh, yeah, no, he was like, greatsword, and my eyes just went wide. I was like, it's time. Does a 20 hit?
A 20 does hit.
Oh.
Roll some damage.
Oh! That is 16 points of slashing.
Shit.
Because I rolled a 5 and a 6. I almost got fucking maxed.
Wow.
Yeah. Your strength modifier is +5. Holy.
My
God.
strength modifier is +3, but my rage.
Oh, but the rage damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kai, in one quick motion, how do you kill this thing?
So steps around the rat, gets a quick scratch off, pops the mushroom in their mouth, using one hand, dragging the greatsword along the ground, runs up, shoulder checks it in the side, sweeps the blade up through its legs so its front torso hits the ground, and just stabs it through the head.
Shit. Right, that spider is dead.
Oof.
Okay.
Yes!
Next up is going to be second spider. All right, so he's going to run up on the ceiling towards Archie and then jump down and try to bite him. Yes, he is good on climbing speed.
Got there like 50
All right.
feet or something. Yeah, it's crazy.
40,
40, yeah.
That's why I was like,
and then 5 foot bite. All right, so he's going to bite at you.
I need to cut this thing off fast.
That's a 5. Okay, I'm going to switch my dice out, seriously.
That does miss. Does not quite reach me.
So this spider jumps down at you to try to bite you, but it can feel the love you have for spiders. And it kind of just throws it off. Even though it's kind of possessed, it's like, damn, I like this guy.
Oh, you're just playing with me now. Come on.
Prince Kind, you're up.
I'd like to use Word of Radiance again on this rat right here. See if I
Okay.
can take him out.
So that's going to be a Constitution saving throw. A natural 20.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Whew. Okay, so yeah, that does not do anything, right?
You try to absorb the light from your lantern and then project it out through your mouth again. But the moment that light comes out of your mouth, it is absorbed by that darkness permeating from that rat.
Right, because I absorbed the light that I cast earlier. Ugh, it's too much dark around here.
All right. So next up is Trunk. He smiled at that kobold and he's going to go for it. All right. That's a 21 to hit. That hits.
That's it, my boy.
Okay, that's only 4 piercing damage. But, he gets him.
Man, that's like 13 damage so far, that guy.
Okay, yeah, so he's looking really bad. That kobold is looking really bad.
Oh, he's gonna
And
try.
Trunk has this kobold blood all over his stony face, and he's loving it. Next up, going to be Giant Rat. Prince Kind, he's going after you.
All right.
He's gonna run up and bite at you, and you could just tell by his body language that he's very angry. He doesn't have his sword anymore. 21 to hit,
Oh, yeah, that hits.
6 piercing damage.
Woo. Oh, man.
You okay?
I am at 1 HP. I am not.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's rough.
All right.
Oof.
All right.
All right, next up is Archie.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So you got a spider basically on top of you, and then Trunk and the kobold.
Okay. What is the action economy to change weapons from a
I believe it's your movement.
It is.
movement? Okay, full movement.
Yeah.
Um,
Dropping. No. You do it as a part of your movement. So you can drop your weapon for free, which you would kind of have to do if you want to draw both short swords at the same time. But you can use as a part of your movement. It doesn't expend any movement. You can draw up to 2 weapons, I believe. Draw or stow 1 weapon, 2 weapons.
Okay.
If you wanted to get both short swords, you'd have to drop the longbow.
Right.
Okay, so we'll just say it's half your movement then.
Okay. Cool. That's all I need because I only need half my movement. Okay.
Oh,
Perfect.
wait, I just noticed something.
What's
I'm
that?
sorry. I have this thing called, it's a reaction.
Yeah, it is.
Uh-huh.
It's called Warding Flare.
Yeah.
When you are attacked
Forgot about that.
by a creature that can be blinded within 30 feet that you can see, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
I forgot about that.
Oh, got about it.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't.
Okay, I was waiting for you to check that
Yeah,
out.
okay.
So, all right, I'll tell you what.
Sorry, guys.
Since
No
you
problem.
were a little late, the rat will have disadvantage on his next one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But if you catch it
Yeah.
at the same time, then we'd be good. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and snap my bow closed, just to give a kind of a jerk of my arm, and it snaps the two bones inward, and stow that to pull out my 2. Actually, in the action of pulling out my short swords, I would like to roll to a combat roll underneath the giant spider, bringing out my short swords and slicing it on the way through. in a full overhead slash with the slash ending at the end of the combat roll, using my bonus action to hit the kobold in front of me. So just a big, long combat roll with an overhead slash.
Okay, so roll me a attack roll first.
Okay. First attack roll is 15.
That hits. All right, so that hits. Roll me some damage for the wolf spider first.
Okay. So that is... oh no, I rolled a 2. So that's 6 damage for the spider.
Okay, 6 damage. Take some damage. All right, so it's looking pretty bad.
So I'm just rolling to here. So I'm still within range of it, just enough to get within range of both of them.
Okay, now because that's such a sweet move, and I really want you to do it, let's roll an acrobatics check and see if you can actually complete that whole roll.
That is 12.
Actually, you have advantage. I'm spending my inspiration on you.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Thanks. All right.
Look, man, I love the wild shit, so it's like if I can give any fucking bonus to that, I will.
When you said that, I was like, wait, what? No, that's cool.
Okay, wow. Okay, that monumentally helped. So with the advantage, I have a 21.
Yeah, baby.
Oh yeah, and with the attack roll rolling over, you hit this kobold. Roll some damage on it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so this one, come on, baby. 3 damage?
That just kills it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It had 3 health left.
All right, so you see this just little rolling ball underneath. Oh yeah, just with a couple of short swords that are like, I don't know, half his body length's like a foot and a half. Yeah.
Okay, so you kill this kobold. That thing drops down right in front of Trunk, and Trunk turns around to look at you with his big old bloody smile.
I was gonna look at Trunk, and I will also just give the biggest grin that I could possibly give to just emanate my appreciation and my pride for him sticking to it.
Okay, so next up is gonna be Kai.
I hear Prince Kind cry out in pain. Because I think isn't the giant rat the only thing left alive?
Yeah, I think so.
Giant rat and 1 spider.
All right, well,
Which spider's alive?
The one in front of Archie.
no, Archie's got
The
it.
one he just did this barrel roll underneath with his sword up. Pretty badass.
I'm not concerned about Archie. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
You hear that? He doesn't care about you.
No, it's I have faith in Archie. I have faith. He's been kicking ass. And I'm going to hit this rat with my fucking fancy new greatsword.
You're just gonna rub that in, aren't you?
Dude, every chance I get, man. So that's going to be a 22 to hit.
That hits.
All right, the 14 damage.
Okay, so that definitely kills this thing.
It's Kai pulls the blade out, throws it, it impales the rat. Kai then runs over, grabs the sword, pulls it out, and is going to start making their way 20, 25, 30, 35, and it's going to be making their way towards the giant spider.
Okay, if you don't mind, I'd like to take some flavor liberties.
Go ahead.
Before I do that, can you roll me a athletics check, please?
Athletics. God, I have advantage. Oh, yeah, baby, that's a 21.
All right, so you run up to this rat. You do a front flip. You land on its back, and the moment you land down, this greatsword's coming down at the exact spot that those straps were holding that sword to, and you just chop him in half.
I love it.
All right, so you move over. You guys are looking at your last foe. Okay, so next up is going to be Prince Kind. And remember, you can use your bonus action to interact with your mushroom.
Okay. I'd like to actually, I like to, let me see. Yeah, I'd like to, because this is, this thing that took the arrow, I would like to pull the arrow from its head and absorb the light from that arrow that he shot. And I'd like to absorb all the light from that arrow, and I'd like to shoot guiding bolt at this spider right here.
All right, heck yeah.
So that'll be a 23 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
And the damage was 19.
Okay, there's no way around that. You absorb the light from this arrow, and then It comes through your wrist, and then you spin around with your hand out, and this bolt of light comes out straight to that spider, and it embeds itself right into the top of its head. And you can see the light spread out in cracks over this whole body, and it goes limp, all 8 legs flat on the ground. It is dead.
It goes light. And I drop to my knees.
Okay, so Prince Kind, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
How do I do the disadvantage? I don't think I've ever done that.
Just roll it twice and take the lowest number.
It's a perception, right?
Yes.
I got a 5 on the first one. I got a 6, so 5.
Okay, so you let this go, and you get kind of a sense like there might, like maybe there's something around, but you look around and you don't see anything.
Oh boy.
Okay, and let's see here. Kai, you're close enough. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Nope, that's gonna be a 7.
You notice a noise from the other side of the rubble, right near that fountain, and you think you heard something go into the water, but you're not quite sure.
Okay, we're not in initiative anymore, right?
Nope, you are out of initiative.
Okay, I want to stand on the edge of the water and peer down and see if I can't see inside.
Okay, so all you see is that light, and go ahead and give me just one more perception check.
God fucking damn it, it was so close to a natural 20, but that is a 4.
So all you see is that purplish light down there.
Bad idea. Can I dip the pinky of my left hand into the water? Still wrapped.
What was the last part?
It's still wrapped in the bandages. Yeah.
Oh, with that, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I don't know how
Roll me a
that's going to
Constitution
react.
saving throw.
All right.
While they are doing this, I am going around to each spider, just kind of patting them now that the darkness has gone away, and just giving a little offering to their spirit that it might find peace. Doing that for each spider, and the rat too.
Oh, and Prince Kind, you definitely see Archie doing that.
Okay.
Con save was a 22.
Okay, so you dip your pinky into this spring of glowing purple water, and you feel something very familiar. It's not as much, but it's very familiar to what you felt the last night that you were at your village, what you had to do, and what drove you away from home.
So I can't see how deep it is.
You cannot.
Can I try and use the greatsword to scoop the whatever the glowing thing is out of the hole? I don't know if I can reach that far.
Okay, so before you do that, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, fuck. That's not ideal. Oh, no, that's actually not too bad. Is that an 8? Ooh. That's a total 20. Non-natural 20.
All right. So as you're getting your sword down, trying to poke it into this to see how deep down this glow goes, you see this dark figure coming up quick from under the water, and it jumps out of the water, and you are barely able to jump to the side. You jump to the side, roll onto the ground, and there is this dark figure that is completely shrouded in black. The only difference from the creatures is this doesn't have that darkness wisping off of it. It just looks like it's a shadow. It's tall with shoulder-length hair, looks like a humanoid. And as it comes out of the water, the glowing stops.
I mean, I'm not even going to
That
hesitate.
fountain is no longer glowing.
I'm swinging like full power at her. My rage would have dropped at this point because of
Okay.
after the time period, but I'm not even going to hesitate. I mean, this is a very
Okay, roll
important
me.
question. What do the ears look like?
They just look normal like human.
Okay, so they're not elven. Stares at you pointedly.
But also they have shoulder-length hair, so you can kind of get a general sense of what the ears look like, because it looks like a shadow.
Okay, yeah, there's no
Like an
hesitation.
unnatural shadow.
Oh, not a moment's hesitation. Swing. Oh my fuck.
All right.
Does a 24 hit?
A 24 does hit. Roll some damage.
I don't get to leave. Oh, come on. Come on, you were doing so good earlier. It's a total of 7 damage.
7 damage. All right, so this creature takes, or this figure takes this blow. Were you going for like a midsection or shoulder?
About midsection.
Midsection. Okay, so it takes this blow to the midsection, and then for a split second, you can see a wound open up with red blood coming out, and then it shrouds in shadow again. It kind of limps away. It's definitely hurt. This figure turns at you. It extends its hand out.
Uh-oh.
Oh, are you kidding me? A 5 doesn't hit.
No.
You can see this energy starting to accumulate in its hand, and then it disappears, this energy, when it slumps down from the pain from its wound. And then this figure jumps to the side and is gone.
Like disappears, gone.
It just vanishes.
Pretty much, like, disappears into the shadows.
I feel like I'm fairly used to people trying to disappear in the shadows, especially being one of those people myself. Would I be able to detect if he actually, like, the nature of his disappearance?
You have definitely seen this kind of movement before. You know that it is somebody like yourself, but even more advanced, that knows how to hide.
So I want to sweep my blade through the space that they were sort of like hopping into. It's like a blind swing.
Okay. All right. Well, that's easy. You swing, nothing.
Yeah, Kaibon is like looking around. Now, panicked is the right word, but it's very like, it's this alert sort of head swivel, great sword up, ready to swing at like a moment's notice, like searching for this entity. Like, I don't know if I can make a perception check to try and spot them.
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
All right. It's a 12.
Yeah, with that, you hear something jump, hit the ground, and then start running away from right where you guys came in. The only entrance to this place. So to give you a little visual, boom, woo, gone.
Oh, wow.
I mean, if Kaibon sees this happen, they're going to just sprint after them.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do they're definitely one up on you. So I've thought about this. Let's go ahead and do this mechanic. I like chase mechanics, man.
These mechanics are cool.
Okay, so before Kai, you run out after them. Archie and Prince Kind, what are you gonna do?
Wait, Kaibon! Kai, do you want to go after him? I need to find out what that was.
I go to the edge of the hole to
Okay.
see what fell in there.
Okay, so you go to the edge of the hole. You just notice that it just looks like water now. There's no glowing from inside, and it is just completely dark. Like it is a very deep hole.
So it looks like whatever object fell in there or glowing thing fell in there, that was what came out.
So from what you can tell, the glowing that was there before is no longer there after that figure jumped out. The figure jumped out and then it went dark.
Okay. With my dark vision, can I detect if there's any sort of object down there still?
You can see as far as you can, and there doesn't look like there's anything.
Cool. All right. As soon as I figure that out, I bolt after Kai.
Okay, Prince Kind, you see all this happening?
And you said all the darkness is gone now, right?
Yes, all of the darkness from these creatures, once they were dead, it kind of receded back into them and disappeared.
Okay. Well, I'm still at 1 HP, but I see them guys bolting. I obviously can't run that fast because I'm damaged right now. So what I'm going to do is I have to stay here with the party to make sure I catch up to the party. So I'm going to walk over to this spider right here, and I'm going to apologize and pray to the maker. And I'm going to cast Spare the Dying to stabilize the spider.
I think they're all very, very dead.
Yeah. They're not.
Yeah,
just
all the spiders are in
Yeah.
two pieces, basically.
Well, then I guess I should say this one then, because this is the one I hit with the bolt, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Enemies don't really experience death saving throws the same way that
Yeah.
players do.
Spare the Dying is
but
usually for allies.
Oh, I see.
But I do like this flavor, so I'm going to allow it.
So I put the Spare the Dying for this
do
one
like
because he's at least intact. He still has his legs and everything. Spare the Dying for him, and then as a bonus action, I would
Says he
use.
used gash underneath it.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
Just sheared in half.
My bad.
At least one of them is kind of, I'm sorry for we didn't. And then
Oh, wait, that's the one you hit with the guiding bolt,
yeah,
right? So it has,
yeah.
so it has. 19,
It has a gash under it.
It has the gash
Yeah.
for me, and it has 19 points worth of divine damage to it.
Oh yeah.
You just got fucking shredded by that fucking radiant blast.
So it died like twice over.
It's bad.
So yeah.
So what were you gonna do with your bonus
Well,
action? Just to ask.
Oh, with my bonus action, I want to use Fey Step and go to the entrance and try to catch up with them.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
So you walk over to the spider. You lay your hands on it. This light comes out of your chest and then goes through your hand over into the spider. It stirs a little bit and it looks up at you. Its eyes are no longer black. They glow with a red light, and it puts one of its legs out to you just over your shoulder, and then it dies.
Oh man.
Oh.
Dude, that's
However,
amazing. I love that so
however,
much.
you saved its soul.
Yep.
My lantern will absorb the soul, and then I'll use Fey Step.
Okay. Okay, so let's start with Kai. We're gonna go athletics on this roll here.
All right. I'm not raging, which fucking sucks. Yeah, it's still pretty fucking good though. 22.
Okay, so you are one step closer to this figure. Okay, Archie and Prince Kind, roll me an athletics.
Athletics. Okay. I got a 15.
Okay, and Archie.
I got a 13.
Okay, so Archie, your legs are pretty short. 'Cause you're a short man, or a short. Yep. And so you're running as fast as you can, and Prince Kind catches up to you. You can see in the distance Kai go around a corner, but he is so fast, or they are so fast. So let's move this over here.
Keeping me up on my cardio, this one. Come on, we gotta go faster.
Wood elven movement.
So you guys came out of this chamber here, which is the cave system, upper right, basically. So this is where the chamber was. And then Archie and Prince Kind, you're basically up here, halfway between this turn. And then you saw Kai disappear.
They're so fast. I don't know if we can catch up in time.
We gotta try.
Okay, Kai, roll me another athletics.
Oh my god. 24.
Oh, yeah.
Holy crap.
Oh my gosh.
And he's a wood elf, so he has extra movement speed.
Oh my
5 feet.
There's no way we're gonna catch up to them.
Yeah, he has 35 to our 30.
Holy crap. So you catch up to this figure in this chamber here, the biggest open chamber.
So fast.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Do I have like okay. I've caught up to them. Do I have like an action? Can I just shoulder check them into the wall, like try and pin them against this corner?
Man.
So this is what happens.
Savage.
You are about 10 feet away when you catch up to him.
Okay.
You see them grab something from their chest. It from the movement, it looks like it might be a necklace, and then it starts glowing with this bright light. And they extend it out into the open air and then motion downwards. And as they motion downwards, the light expands into a crack. And it looks like they're
Bitch.
tearing a hole in nothing.
Son of a bitch. Get him now. Get him now.
You got okay.
And I'm gonna give you one chance to hit them before they go.
Does this crack happen to look similar to a door?
No, it's actually like somebody put a knife into a curtain and then just pulled down.
Oh shit, that's so much worse. I like that. Oh.
Can I go for the hand holding the necklace?
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, you can.
I want to just shear that fucker off and see if I can't stop them from summoning this door.
Probably grapple check, right?
I mean, yeah. Do you want me to make an
Okay.
attack roll? How do you want me to do this?
Okay, roll me an attack. But before we do that, this figure does say you coming, and it says, "Stop! I'm on your side,"
Oh.
and that's it.
Then I say, then don't flee, and I go for the fucking arm.
Oh, roll me an attack.
Okay. Total 20.
Ooh.
Okay, that definitely hits. Okay, so you swipe at this thing, at this figure, when he's tearing through nothingness, and this light is just shooting out of this crack that's in midair. And this thing he was holding, you can hear it drop to the ground, and they grab their hand, and it is looking bad. It is almost completely severed, and they jump into this crack of light and disappear, and that light retracts back and is gone.
Essentially, I feel like Kaibon like slid underneath and just went for like an arm shear. Didn't completely cut it off, but like turns, spins, and skids against the ground, and their left hand actually digs into like the solid rock beneath them and pulls drag marks, which should not be possible for fingers of any person. Woof. And then like stops and stares at the space where they left and just slowly stands and looks at the blood along the edge of the blade. Like, does it still look like black or does it still look like just, red people blood?
Yes, it is red blood.
Well, I'm going to go over and pick up the crystal.
Okay, so you look at this crystal and it is not emitting any light, but it does have kind of black lines in it. Otherwise, it is completely clear. It's basically the size of a dagger.
Oh my god, that's huge.
Whoa.
Well, a small dagger.
Still a big-ass crystal.
Archie and Prince Kind, you go around the corner and you go into this opening and you see Kai holding this crystal in one hand, his great sword on the ground with his hand on the handle, soaked in blood. You see a little puddle of blood and nothing else.
Are you okay? What happened?
Come on.
Kai looks up and there's very much like a hardness to their eyes. Like this very like harsh look of like almost anger, which seeing you two fades quickly into sort of that same stoic passiveness that you usually see in their expression. And they say, that wounded them.
Archie and Prince Kind, roll me a perception check.
I got a 8.
An 8, okay. Archie?
Oh, that was an adventure. 16.
Okay, so Archie, after Kind says that they wounded whatever that figure was, you look down and you can see some slide marks and then what looks like 4 finger marks just gouged into the floor of this cave.
I just warily walk towards Kaibon with my hands up.
I say, you all right?
They shredded the bandages, right?
Oh, hell yeah, you do.
Okay. The hand that's holding the crystal, still bandaged for the most part, but the four main fingertips are like the bandages are shredded and sort of hanging, and the fingers are not like there's still the joints and everything, but they're largely a similar look to the black, like shadowy substance that these things have had coming out of them, but it's like that's just the texture of their skin.
Okay. Archie, Kai, and Kind kicked some butt. They took those monsters and they were like, you know what? You shall not pass. I know that's pretty corny, but I like it. You shall not pass. So they defeated them. Now what do? They have to find out what the heck that was. Who was that shadowy figure? And is Kai okay? Yeah, they're okay. Cutting people's hands off don't really bother them too much. Well, anyway, what are they gonna do next? What's the scope of this mysterious sickness and this glowing water that's not there anymore? Find out next time. See you later. Prince Kind is played by Lich Lockhart. Kaibon is played by Gallant Fool. And Archie is played by Robbie Merchant. And I'm your DM. I'm like everyone else. And I'm your best friend. Or maybe not your best friend, but a pretty damn good friend. I'm always there for you. I'm Andrew. Hello. I know you were waiting for that hello.